YouTube family. Sorry the lighting's really off. It's due to the fact that I'm filming this a lot later. So 5 o'clock here, 5:20 here is dark in Michigan. So I just wanted to do a quick update because I told you guys I would check in weekly now. Monday's gonna be the day. So look for my YouTube videos on Mondays. Other than that, so an update on where I'm at. So I started my surgery, or pre-op, I was 245, highest weight ever recorded was 260. A day of surgery which was March 27th of 2014, and I weighed in at 239. And then I got down, my lowest weight recorded was 245, which I'm telling you is a fluke. Last recorded weight was with my surgeon at my year mark was 255. I am at 254. So I did gain a pound, but it's my birthday weekend, and I'm not gonna lie, I cheated. But I noticed that when I was working out, and so I started working out this week, so I feel like I have gained muscle, and retained some water. So I was told by my fiance, I mean, granted, I totally ate bad food this weekend, just this past weekend. So I know this week it'll be a lot better and I should see some results. My goal for my wedding dress shopping, which won't be till July, is between 130 and 145. I want to stay within that range because that's gonna be where I want to be wedding day too. I don't want to be anything. I think I was saying last week that my doctor thought I weighed in at about 148. I think I weighed in at with my regular doctor, and he said that if I lost more than 5 pounds, I would look like a cancer patient. I think I mentioned that in one of my videos. If not, yeah, that's what my doctor told me at my year mark. But although I'm a size 6'8", I would really like to be a size 6 across the board. A size 6 across the board, no matter where I'm at. A size 4, if the sizes run big. That would be my goal. So I'm almost there. So I really feel like between 130 and 145 is a good healthy weight for me that I can stick to. So that is kind of where I'm at, because there's a couple pairs of jeans that don't quite fit, that I have in my closet that I bought that were size 7s. Granted, I realize teenage sizing is never a good thing to follow when you're 25, or about to be 25. So this week I wanted to talk about my birthday, and not in a conceited way, these are my thoughts. These are how the mental games play in my head all the time. Not gonna lie, had a crying meltdown about 3 days ago. Granted, I was probably hungry, because I noticed after I ate something, I was a lot happier of a human being. But I started thinking about how at 25, I'm already 25, and I'm not where I thought I would be at 15. Where I thought where I'd be at 25, and that was hard. But and I joked with my fiance, well, why didn't you find me sooner, or whatever. But things happen for a reason, and he found me now, and that's all that matters, and blah blah blah. So I just and then the people who know me know that I've been through so many ups and downs over the last 10 years that, for me to be where I'm at is amazing. They're surprised that I'm not dead, because there were times that were just low of low. But I'm alive, I'm kicking. But 25 is kind of sad for me. You know, I always heard that, you know, it's always downhill after 25. You know, my parents told me, though, you know, yesterday, they're like, well, we're 50 and we feel like we are still 25. So, you know, there's that. And granted, like, I just feel like because I let myself go for so long, that now that I'm finally enjoying it, I feel like I can't enjoy it anymore. Because I'm at this age where, you know, doing crazy young adult things, you know, you're supposed to be mature, so like you don't have time to enjoy certain things, like go to the beach, you know, during the middle of the week when no one's there, or travel more, or like I thought I'd be married by now. I thought like this year I'd be married and that I'd have like a year and a half ago I'd be married and I'd be pregnant right now. Like that's literally where I thought I would be at 15, at like when I was 15, thinking where I would be at 25, and I'm not. Like, granted, I'm engaged, so next year I'll be married, but realistically having kids right away is just like a no. So that's where my head's at, playing these like mental like games, and I guess a midlife crisis, but really not a midlife crisis. So I don't know. Tell me, like, did you guys, you know, go through stuff like this? You know, for those of you who have been post-op for, you know, a long time, did you go through like one of your birthdays where you were just like, I wasted my whole life and now that I have it, like, I feel old? Like, did you have those things? Or maybe, you know, maybe you're just an average person like me and just don't want to be 25. I'll be 25 tomorrow at 5:30 in the morning. After I decided that I'm no longer, after this video, having a pity party. I made that decision yesterday because it's stupid. It's mental crap that you just have to work through, and we all go through it, and that's what I keep reminding myself. Sorry, my hair's a mess. I just got out of work and my hair throughout the day because I play with it and get mad and at work and rip it. And yeah, that's what that is. So that's my little spiel there. I don't know if emotionally that helps anybody. I hope it does. It helps me to vent about it. But yeah, no. I don't really have much to say. When I get a couple more subscribers and views and whatnot, I'll probably introduce you guys to my fiance, just because I want to do like a Q&A thing, and in order to have one of those, I need people to be engaged in asking questions. And then other than that, like wedding update, there's not much. I gave Dave, my fiance, all the paperwork for a DJ, but we really don't need to book that yet. Because we're like 16 months out, so we don't need to book 15 months out, 16 months out, so we don't need to book that yet. So I'm kind of looking at Kroger cakes. So like we're just kind of looking right now at other things, but we as a couple decided that waiting to put down payments on things is probably best, because we're not killing ourselves now while we're trying to get caught back up after Christmas and everything in order to pay for this wedding. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just saving. We went couch shopping on Saturday, so that's exciting. And then we found out from our parents that we get the couch that goes with my love seat, so that's cool. I went clothes shopping on Saturday, and I finally broke down, guys. I finally broke down and bought a pair of jeans that actually fit. So I didn't buy, you know how I mentioned sizes that are too small, thinking they would fit, when logically that made no sense. No, I bought I tried on pairs of jeans. I faced my fear and tried them on, even got, so I got a size 6, a size 8, and a size 10, because I didn't know exactly where I was. The size that I was wearing that day was a size 11 from Wet Seal. And I know that Wet Seal's sizes run smaller because they're teenage clothes. They're going to. But they were too big. And they, I got sick of wearing the same, just regular jeans, because in this day and age, all the jeans are skinny jeans, and I wanted a pair of like regular normal jeans. So, with like the kick boot flavor. So I went to American Eagle and bought an expensive pair of jeans. I even went into Hollister to compare pricing, because my biggest NSV Christmas was I was able to fit in a size medium at Hollister. So I'm definitely, that's a big deal for me because I always wanted to in high school, but I never thought I was skinny enough. And this year for Christmas, I asked for a hoodie, and I bought another hoodie, and I bought a pair of sweatpants from Hollister, because I always wanted to have it. Now I have it, and love it. Love that it fits size medium, and like it's even slightly too big in certain areas. So, and my pants are also slightly too big, so I'm really excited about that. And so at American Eagle, anyway, back to the subject at hand. So Hollister was too expensive, so when I went into American Eagle, I grabbed the 6, 10, 8, and 10. And I promised myself if I was a 10, I wasn't going to be upset about it, because that's the thing. Like, I always have this fear, and for those of you who have had the surgery and lost so much weight, I feel like you guys would agree that one of our biggest fears is going back to where you were. And I don't want that. I don't want that at all. So, but nobody does. But it's a fear. It's a legitimate fear. And, you put this money into a surgery and whatnot. So, I promised myself I wouldn't be mad and that I would just work at it if I ended up being a size 10. I tried on the size 6 first. Yeah, I tried on the size 6. And it didn't fit. Like, it was slightly too tight. And then I tried on the 8, and it fit perfectly. Like, perfect. There's like a couple spots it was loose, but like waist-wise and everything, it just fit perfect. And I was like, oh, thank God I don't have to try on the 10. And the 8 is the happy medium. And granted, it's not the 6 that I wanted, but it's still, an 8. It's still a single digit. So I was happy. And it will get me through until, I get to where I want to be. Because I feel like once I get to the 145 range, I'll be where I want to be in my legs and my butt. I also noticed that night I had bought a corset. And my fiance, tied me in and whatever. And I noticed that my waist was significantly smaller than my rib cage. And the reason why is in a real corset, like, you have the tying back thing, and at the bottom where my lower back is and the smallest of my waist, it was all the way, if not overlapping. But then when you got towards the top, the two pieces were gapped. So I noticed that my rib cage, because on my body, I don't have fat there. Straight up, do not have fat in my rib cage. Like, it is to the bone. You can see my rib cage. So for me, that tells me that I'm not going to get much smaller in that area, just toned, which I'm fine with. Totally fine with that. But my butt and legs could use some work. Just saying, they need some toning. They need to get smaller, just a little bit smaller, and I'll be happy. I was happy at a size 6. Very happy. I gained a little bit of weight. Gained about 10 pounds from my lowest. But I was happy at that weight. Like, and I didn't weigh myself. I didn't have a scale. Now I have a scale. Because I needed to track everything. But I have a fiance that's super supportive, making me protein shakes. We decided that a good healthy snack, granted the cream cheese isn't the best, but I'm going to have it with avocado, which is going to be a lot of protein. And he's going to make pinwheel tortillas with turkey and onions and stuff. Like, he makes all of that for me. I do cook, guys. I swear I cook, but it's nice to have a domesticated man too that cooks as well. And he made me my favorite meal on Saturday, which was not the best meal in the world, but I only want it once a year, and it's Dorito casserole. It's really good, and it's my favorite. And then yesterday we had Chinese food, which was, I didn't get like an actual Chinese dish. I got crab rangoon and a spring roll, and I only ate 2 crab rangoons, and the full spring roll. So I'm still, my stomach, even almost 2 years out, my stomach is still telling me stop, which is nice. That is something I was afraid that would go away, and it's not, and I'm so happy about that. But so this week, we'll see where I'm at next week weight wise. I feel like I will be a couple pounds smaller, hopefully. Now that my birthday will surpass on tomorrow. Tomorrow's my dreaded 25th birthday. Other than that, if you guys have any questions, please comment in the video below. Add me on Facebook or whatever you want to do. You know, if you need a friend, if you need someone to vent to about like any of the emotional stuff and you don't want to vlog it, please do not hesitate to add me on Facebook. Message me. I would be more than happy to help. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other. And I hope this helps somebody. It helped me, so I hope it helps you. I will see you guys next week.